years coaching girls high school basketball up near my hometown in Seattle. Now, if you want to know what stress is, it's coaching teenage girls in basketball. I didn't get a laugh over that, did I? I can tell you that is a high-stress job because the drama in there is just unbelievable. But the reality is they were looking to me as their leader. And so I know that I'm kind of I'm an emotional guy, especially when it comes to coaching. I don't throw chairs or anything, but I'm fairly emotional. I try to get them fired up, and I try to get them to play hard, and I can see it in my face, and they can see. And all of a sudden, one day I realized, you know, when the going gets rough, and they look to me, they will see some lunatic on the sideline exhorting them, and it looks like I'm panicking. So what do? They panic too. And then what happens, they don't play very well when they're panicked. So I decided to turn the trick one day at halftime of a game when we were down by 20 points. I mean, what do you say to a bunch of teenage girls when you're down by 20 points? Go play harder. What I did is they were expecting me to yell at them. And I didn't. I just walked in and I said, well, it's pretty obvious we're not playing very well. What do we need to do better? You know what? The response was, we didn't win the game, but we only lost by 7 points. We played better that second half. And I learned a valuable lesson. How the leader responds to stress and to crisis is going to trickle down to the employees. How do you want your employees reacting to stress? Oops, I'm going to go back here just for a second. How do you want your employees reacting to stress? Do you want them to panic? Everybody has different levels on how they handle stress. In fact, on the way over, Tim and I were talking about golf. Any golfers in here? Anybody like to play golf? Okay, I see a couple hands. There's got to be more golf. Okay, there's got to be some golfers in here. I know that when I was a competitive golfer in high school, I know that when I play golf, and I'm keeping score, and I'm looking hole by hole, I can get a little bit stressed if I hit a double bogey. What's going through my head is like, oh gosh, a double bogey. In order to get this score, I'm going to have to par these next couple holes. What happens? It's usually followed by another double bogey. I stopped keeping score. I still kept score, but I didn't count it up. Turns out I play better when I'm not stressed. Turns out your employees perform better when they're not stressed. So what can you do? And by the way, stress is one of those factors when we're talking about going back to number 1 on health and medical. You understand that stress is one of those areas that people get sick because of. You're aware of that, right? Stress is a problem. So how we handle stress, not only as a leader, but as the employee, is highly important to the safety of your organization, the safety of your employees.